Morning. This is Thursday morning time with Talk. Will be talk. Good morning, everyone. It's been a long morning. It's been a long morning. Traffic has been crazy this morning. I was leaving my house. Traffic was at a standstill, and then I was like, well, let me get out of this because I don't want to sit in traffic. Yeah, look, curved around, went another way. Boom, traffic again. Son late to school. I'm like, there, you know. I'm like, darn, for real. I was just like, it's gonna be a long Thursday. My son was late to school because traffic was bad, and I'm thinking like maybe a couple of people gonna be late. I had to walk in and sign them in this morning. Oh, yeah, yeah. Good morning, happy Thursday. Let me do my introduction. I never do my introduction right. This is Talk to Me Nice, aka Big Talk, and the biggest co-host on certain days. Yeah. Hey, Auntie Shay. I was gonna do the go live together thing, but it's kind of hard. Like for you have to share your link, I guess, like via text or something. I was gonna send it to MJ and have him put it on my wall, but I was just like, yeah, forget it. Why not just go ahead and go live? Because I had to go live later than usual this morning because I had to wait till my son got at the car. And then it was a good thing because the traffic was so bad this morning. Yeah, I was road raging, cussing people out. Somebody was behind me blowing. I'm like, what the fuck is you blowing for? I can't even do nothing. Like, calm down. And I'm thinking it's like some mother or some mom with her kids trying to get them to school or something, y'all. Because they was like in a minivan. And then I seen like the what is that called? The steering wheel cover. It was like furry or whatever. So I'm thinking it's like a mom or whatever. Yeah, the person got up beside me, first of all, banging in the minivan. It was a whole ninja driving his, I want to say his baby mama car or his girlfriend, wife, whoever. It had a damn furry ass steering wheel cover on it. So yeah, y'all get it. And I'm like, you was the one behind me blowing. Like, where the hell do you gotta go? I don't see no damn kids in there. No, I'm thinking it's some soccer mom or something telling me to move out the way. Hurry up and go or something. I'm like, well, yeah, I can't go nowhere no fucking way. Something about. I'm like, oh Lord, don't be blowing at me. And he had his hands 10 and 2. Oh hell, man, you better move around. That morning traffic is crazy. Hey, Satyam. Show you. I'm gonna show my face. I had to fix something. My lash was looking crazy. It was looking crazy over here. So I said, let me. Happy birthday. Yeah. So oh yeah, y'all. I'm gonna be getting my content together. Still getting it together. I do want to do, like I said, I do want to talk about the Frost situation, the K Frost, Kai Frost, the kids of Kirk and Rashida and T Hood, who actually um, lost his life behind, I want to say, DV. Hey, Miss T, good morning. So I do that. But right now, hold on, y'all. Let me, yeah, good morning. I'm like, damn. Y'all, when I say, I was like, ooh, let me go over real quick and fix my. But, so y'all be getting it together so we could talk about it. Oh, and yesterday, if y'all forgot or didn't know about the live that we did yesterday, the women's roundtable. Oh, it was a very, very, very good live, y'all. If you missed it, Please go back and hit replay. I shared it out. Miss Renee shared it was on her panel on her channel. I shared it out. A couple other content creators shared it out as well. If you would like to check it out, please do. It was good. It was a great, 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 great live. We talked about a lot of important things. And it is something that I want to talk to y'all about this morning after I get my coffee. Y'all know I'm late. I'm late this morning. I'm late. I left the house at the same time, hit traffic, and I was like, it's to the point, y'all. My legs start feeling numb just sitting here with my foot on the on the gas. Like, okay, little boo. Yeah, I know I be tripping. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all do like the live, share me out, and subscribe if you have not. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I've been tired of the morning time. I've been consistent this week, y'all. I've been very consistent. Consistent this week. Like consistent this week. Okay, yeah, they got my coffee filled up. So it's good job. Very fresh. They must knew I was in them. Longer than usual, but I don't know. Mhm. Yeah, but like I said, yesterday's conversation at the first women's roundtable. Well, it's not the first, but it's the first uh this season when me and Fatina I co-hosted. It was actually really, really good. We talked about BV. We also talked about how the kids are nowadays. I just wanted to say that you can't take it serious. Like all you have to do is give them essence to give them 6 years ago. But thank you. Have a great day, Leland. Thank you so much. Thank you for being positive about it. I appreciate it. I shared it with I shared it. You did, Auntie. Thank you. Why you didn't stay live this morning? I thought you were live. What's going on? Yeah, I know what. I always come in here and I never tried this place. I wonder if it's good. Have y'all tried this place? I never had it. I said I'm gonna try it one day, but I just haven't. But I like burritos and tacos and shit. I cooked yesterday, yeah, and I didn't think my kids was gonna eat as much. But I made some chicken spaghetti, and it's not even a lot there. My daughter took some to school. And I'm glad, y'all, because y'all know I have to pay lunch, and her lunch account was at $50 yesterday. I was like, God, what you with that eating? What are you eating, girl, every fucking day? What are you eating? Golly, I already bad enough. I gotta pay for you to be there. Let me tell y'all, when you send your kids to private school, you have to re-enroll every year, which I think is they're already enrolled. I think it's crazy they have to pay a re-enrollment fee. That's just that's just being too greedy to me. And so like it was like the re-enrollment fee for $500. I said, I'm not paying that. Y'all better bring it down to the original. It's like if you pay out the okay, so they make you pay it before school is out from the previous year, like May. Like why don't pay you the re-enrollment for like before May? So then they went up to $500. I kindly said, I think that's crazy. I'm not paying $500. Dropped it down to the back to the original fee, which was 150. But my whole thing is if I already paid to enroll the previous year, why am I paying again? Yeah, let me tell y'all, hey Dre, and let me tell y'all, hey Ken, let me tell y'all, going to school started on August the 7th. They took their first tuition payment out on August the 10th. Hey, good morning, girl. Good. You want to say hi to my YouTube? You want to say hi to my YouTube? Just tell everybody hi. Just say hey. I say hey every morning, y'all. Okay, you ready? Be on live. You know I'm in here every day getting on y'all news. Okay. See you tomorrow. Thank you. So yeah, I was like, Like I said, school started on the 7th. That was in my account on the 10th. I was like, God damn. I was like, damn, y'all didn't even give a person a chance to even go in there and write a sentence or nothing. Damn. I was like, dang. Ugh. I was like, God, but I do the monthly payments for my daughter's tuition. You can do it like it depends on how you want to do it. You can do like monthly. I do the 10 months and then you can do quarterly, however, or two payments, whatever. But see, tuition is 14,500. Mm-hmm. And it went up this year. High school. I don't know how much middle school. I think middle school and it's probably like 13, something like it. Things you do for your kids, you know? Iris, hey hand vendor. How are y'all? Welcome to my channel. So just I was just like, yeah, but I do want to share some on another note, y'all. Ooh, see this man. On another note, I seen some last night. Let me see if I dang, a update. Sinead, this is the person who was like, I think a lot of people take advantage of Section 8, and I do. I think it should be like a temporary situation. It should be something to help you like get through to like better yourself, get there. Which shout out to those who need hey Caramel, you have a great day as well. Shout out to those who do need assistance. Sometimes you may feel, I ain't gonna say feel like when life happens and you may need that assistance and you may need that push. You just might have to go through that for, a time. But I do feel like some people do take advantage of it and don't try. Like if you're a parent that does receive that type of benefit, Section 8 or whatever, and you get out and you're working and you're trying to better yourself, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're that individual that gets out there and want to stay on Section 8 for life and don't want to try to better yourself or don't want to do nothing to get out of the situation, then yeah, don't take advantage of the system. Good morning, third. How So it's kind of like if you're disabled or you're elderly, I get it. I get the benefit because as an elder, you put in time, you work, you have to receive limited funds and stuff like that. So I think I'm working. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I see it counting now. So, like I said, if you're elderly, I get like why you will be able to be on the Section 8 program. You need that assistance because you're not getting the same funds. You can't go to work every day. Like you have a set amount of income coming in. But for those who are still able to work and also the disabled, like if they need it, I get it because they can't do anything. They can't work. They have to have help. They have to have somewhere to stay. But for those who can actually go out and work and do all that good stuff, like do it. Make that program a temporary thing because y'all gotta understand it's people out there who need immediate assistance who was in that same predicament as you when you needed it. And they can't get it right now because there's a wait list. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're sitting here going through something. You already in a situation. You should be the situation temporarily. It should not be a long time thing. But anyway, what I was trying to say is Trump has came to the point where he says that he is removing the lifelong Section 8 housing recipients. So basically, if you have he's keeping Section 8 to a minimum, no, to a maximum of 2 years. So if you have been on Section 8 over 2 years, they are going to reach out to you and give you 60 to 90 days to let you know it's over with. He said he's breaking the whole passing Section 8 down generation to generation. He just think it should be like a 2 year max. Now, I wouldn't agree with the 2 year because it might take a person maybe like four. I wouldn't agree with the two. I think 2 years is like. But I do agree with people staying on it for a long time. I've always said that because it's kind of like that should be a temporary. situation or temporary assistance because it's kind of like it's not doing nothing but handicapping those who take it. I mean, some people just take advantage of the system, and it's people out there that actually need that assistance and can't get it right now because it's tied up. The wait list is long. People waiting 2 and 3 years to get on Section 8 because there's people that's been in it for 5 plus years. And these people probably really need help and probably are going to work every day and probably are trying to feed their kids and pay the bills. And that when it's people that's sitting on it that's not doing shit. So I've always been the type like I don't think people should stay on it that long. I've always said that before he even said that. Now 2 years is I mean 2 years. 2 years is a little bit. I don't think it gives a person enough time to kind of get their life together to be able to move on. Like Ira said, maybe 4 or 5 years. Yeah, that's cool. Give a person a chance to kind of like build their credit, build this, build that. You know what I'm saying? And try to better themselves within those 4 to 5 years. But 2 years, I don't think 2 years will come like so quick. That's nothing. But yeah, he it should be a stepping stone. Correct. Did y'all hear anything I read? Please let me know. Did y'all hear that? Please let me know. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Please let me know. Hey there, Scarlett. Good morning. I'm eating my breakfast. What you eating, Auntie? I'm hungry. Did y'all hear any of that? I hope y'all did what I was reading about the Section 8. Like he stated, 2 years. He's not playing. And the crazy thing about it is like I support those who actually need it and need to get that push and that, you know, who can't like the disabled, the elderly, stuff like that. I get that. But it is some situations, not all situations. There are households out there or families who do really well with the Section 8 program, who actually get up and go to work every day, you know, who parent their kids well, who actually have their kids, going right. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but there are those few people who take advantage of the program. They do. Frosted Flakes. That sound good. Some people that just take advantage. They do. They're like, I'm getting six fucking. I pay them little $50, but how much they paying? I don't know. But and it is like some a lot of people gonna be affected. I did see like a lot of comments said there's gonna be a lot of homelessness and crimes and stuff like that that's gonna come from it, which I get. Hopefully they set them up to the point like they can get some. That's hard. No, ooh, I hope you don't drop that damn baby on the head. Is that the person that be I see walking every night? Cause I'm trying to understand why the fuck they walk so far. But hey AR, good morning. But I don't know. That's kind of hard. Like a 60 to 90 day notice. That's because I'm gonna say like the cost of living right now. I'm gonna say y'all. Let me tell y'all who has it the worst right now. Middle class. Middle class has it the worst. Like let me say, okay, so it's the I don't want to say poor. Okay, low income. There's low income. There's middle class, and then there's what we're gonna say high class or wealthy, rich, whatever. Those the middle class people are suffering the most. They don't get the low income benefits. And then on top of that, they can't afford some of the things that the rich people or the wealthy people can afford. So they're kind of like in a situation where it has to be like, I don't know. Yeah. They got it the worst. You don't qualify for low income benefits. You can't move in like an income base. You don't get food stamps. Everything has to come. If you middle class, everything is coming strictly out your pocket. Strictly out your pocket. You don't get no type of assistance. You gotta sit up here and everything comes like if you understand like the rich and wealthy, like they probably have like residual income. They probably have like stuff a lot of stuff coming up. But when you middle class and you make a certain amount of money um per year and stuff, like y'all gotta understand. You don't qualify for a tax refund. You don't qualify for food stamps. You don't qualify for Section 8. You don't qualify. You don't qualify for nothing. Good morning, Cammy. That's what I'm saying, Scarlett. Like the middle class has it the worst. You can go out here like the middle class has it the worst. Even though a lot of people like may make a great amount of money a year, might drive nice things, might have a nice home or whatever the case is, they still get hit the worst because everything there's no assistance whatsoever. None. None. And it's crazy because it's like, Kimmy, I know you work with the did you hear about the new Section 8 thing Trump trying to do? He's you can't go longer than 2 years on Section 8. He's dead in it. He's dead in it. He said he's sending it out to all the states. Alert, alert, alert. But like I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think low income do better than middle class. I can't lie. I think they do better than middle class. Let me tell you, like here in Nashville, right? You know they gentrify a lot of areas, right? So a lot of the new apartments that's really nice. It's been hey Auntie Sugar, that's really nice and that I put that are being built and put up and stuff. Income. I mean stainless steel, the whole stainless steel package in the house, smart homes, smart apartments, all this shit. And it's low income, y'all. So if you make a certain amount, you don't qualify. I mean, they're building this stuff for the low income people. I mean, nice. This stuff is nice. And it's kind of like they're winning, making it affordable for them to live. Some of them are taking Section 8, all that, but the middle class people don't qualify. So they got to go out here and spend all this money, you know what I'm saying, on this and that. And it's like the more money that you make, the more money they take. Taxes and all that, like they gonna take it. And you paying for 401k, you gotta worry about that. If you got health care benefits, you gotta worry about that being taken out. If y'all understood how much money I get taken out of my check, y'all be like, what the the more money you make, the more money they take. Just period. That's what they do. That's what they do. I'm gonna give y'all the estimate. And it's crazy. No. See how much they probably take out my check. It's a lot. Like 700, almost $800. It's a lot. I'm finna tell you it. But it's crazy, y'all. Keep popping up. For 765, that's a lot of money. Like, Bonnie, good morning. How was your birthday yesterday? That's a lot, y'all. Like, I want all my money. All my money. But I do have to I do want to pay for 401k, all this stuff. Like I've adjusted. But it's just imagine if you didn't pay for none of that, you got that full all your money on the check and just got taxes. Or you exempt. Some people exempt sometimes, just depends. But like I said, a lot of the low income people are winning. Like the years that they was getting back 12,000, 10,000, all this shit on uh, refunds and stuff. I'm like, a person like me who don't even look at, I was happy I got back $200 this year. I was happy. I had to pay back last year like it was just $64. But I was happy I got $200 this year. I was like, I could, cause you want to when you in this tax bracket, you want to break even. And if you break even, you want to like if you get something back, you're excited about that because you don't want to owe. That's the worst person to owe is it's because they coming, and then every time you don't pay, you owing more. So those are the worst people to actually owe, and it's kind of like I said, the low income people are winning. Like they get these huge refunds back because they get this EIC, they qualify for this, they qualify for that, and then they get some of them might get food stamps, some of them might get section. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but they're put in better positions than middle class people. And I think that is crazy when you sit in a position as middle class. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like I'm telling y'all, you adjust. I will say that you do adjust. Like when you become accustomed to this life. Like for me, when I go to the store, I try to like I'm gonna be honest, I get everything that I need and I get everything my kids want for lunch. Okay. So the same stuff I buy, like I don't really look at price. Sometimes I might be like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a coupon. Like if I go on Kroger's and they got the drinks for uh $2.99 that week, I'm going to Kroger's and get it for $2.99. This is my money. This ain't the state money. This is my money. I gotta pay taxes on food. You know what I'm saying? But I still buy what I want, depending on what it is. Because I don't have to adjust to it. I go to the store every Sunday because my son takes his lunch. So I go every Sunday, re-up on lunch or whatever we're doing for that week. Or if I'm cooking that day, I normally tend to cook on Sundays. I love cooking on Sunday. I can care less about any other day of the week unless I want to. But my daughter did get on me lately and say, "No, you used to cook a lot more. You should cook a lot more." I'm like, "Okay, I will." So I cook what? This week? Mhm. But no, did I cook twice or 3 times this I've been cooking a lot more. I should do more, but I be busy, y'all. Shoot. Kids in sports, they gotta understand I don't wanna come home at 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night and cook. I don't. But, like I said, so you adjust to the middle class lifestyle because you have to. Like, you go to the store, some people do the couponing thing, all that stuff. Whatever. I do coupon through my apps. If Kroger got a deal, I do go look at I might go to 3 different stores like Publix. They be having like the buy one get one on some of the stuff sometimes. Like if you know your kids like certain things and it's buy one get one, I'm going to Publix. I could pay this one price and get two. Why not? I go to Walmart for certain things. They're cheap on like if you grocery shop, you know where to go to get certain items. Period. But I'm all about a deal. I don't care because this is my money. This ain't the state money where I can just go in the store and just buy everything up. If Kroger's got the drinks, the Cokes and the Pepsis and all that 3 for 10, and then I go to Walmart and they're $7 a pack, I'm going to Kroger. Better deal. It's my money. It's not the state money. I don't think government. Some of them just blow it up or whatever the case is. That's just not the case for me. I'm a smart shopper with everything, but you get a lot with that. So let me read the chat. I'm like 800, right, Sugar? I'm telling you too much. I used to rent to Section 8 before tenants started to destroy houses. Right. Because guess what, AR? They do that because they're not really wasting no money. You see what I'm saying? Like if you put a deposit on something that's 1,800, 2,000, 25, by the time you get ready to move out, I want all that back. All of it. I'm not trying to give you a dime to fix up your property, even though you might have did something to it, but it's kind of like they be doing stuff like minor shit. Like they charge somebody for blinds and shit like that, like wear and tear shit. I think it's crazy. Some landlords will overdo it. Hmm. Like I don't think you should charge nobody for no blinds. That's something I feel like okay, if they destroy the blinds completely, I get it. But if it's like a wear and tear thing, I feel like that's something that you should fix. Period. Like they be having you do a lot, y'all. Before they be having you what? Clean the carpet, change the air filter. Like what what? That's crazy to me. But I guess since I think they take like 7 from me with taxes. They have right too much, too much, too much. I mean, I still get a nice check. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like if I could get all like y'all gotta understand. You work. I'm a big listen. Working I'm a senior in the list in insurance. My insurance costs more than y'all insurance. Make it make sense. We be mad about that and everything. Make it make I ain't work for you. What the fuck are we talking about? It's crazy, but girl, we still on it. IUI, we have a good time. They take over 15. Ooh, we you can pay this shit. They take it 1,500. What the hell are you paying for? 1,500 is crazy. What is that for? Then the security deposit wasn't covering the damage. What? What kind of damage was it? You're right, Cammy. Middle class gets no refund. That's why I'm homeless now. I can't take this shit no more. Try be quiet. Don't speak that into existence. Is that this year was the first year I got something back. I got a tax break if you contribute to 401k and contribute to extra 25 every check. Yeah. Nigga, you don't cook nothing. You need to take them cooking videos down. You cook 8 times a year. You a lie. It's how I cook when I was around him, y'all. He need to hush. But you can get a refund. You just have to read into the tax booklet. There are exemptions that people don't know about. Now, Miss T, I get there are exemptions um that people don't know about, like GAT, it's charity, it's a lot of stuff. However, it's still not gonna I've done that. It's still not gonna be when you in a certain thing and only have a certain amount of kids and a certain amount of this, it's not gonna be the same. It's not. I tried that. I even had a professional do it one time. It's not all the exemptions, all that it's now it just depends. It depends. Like when you in a certain tax bracket and you in a certain thing and you doing this and that, it's not. And then y'all gotta understand when you in a certain tax bracket, you want to make sure that you put in the right amount of money every time they hit your check. Cause you could be overpaying, underpaying, all that stuff. Like if you gotta understand if they already taking a lot out of your check, you want to be make sure that they're not taking a lot to the point where I don't care to have a refund check. Some people might care. I don't care too. I'd rather break even. If I get 50, 100, 200, $25, long as I don't I don't care. I don't care about a refund. I done got, it's been over a decade and stuff like that. I haven't had no refund. So I've adjusted. I don't care if I break even, I'm okay with that. I am. I mean, it'd be nice to get one, but I don't it's not like one thing I just push for. Yeah, they did. Like those exemptions is not what I done it. Like I done had a profession. You're not getting that back. If you don't have EIC, I'll tell y'all, I paid $10,000 by myself a year in childcare. You do not get nothing back from that. Not even close to what you put in. I'm telling you, you don't. You don't. Them exemptions is not what it used to be. And then they changed a lot. Holes in the wall, water leaking, and never caught. Dang. I used to be able to write so much off when I travel. The government has so many programs. It's the money they get rid of projects. Be money. DOGG. DO. I don't know what you're trying to say. DOGE. And Kelly, they come visit where you live before you move their place. Yeah, yeah. Some people be making it hard for other people. Some people don't care. That might mean to tell y'all you ain't gonna care about it till it's your own shit or you gotta spend your own money. When it ain't yours and all that, you don't care. But every year. I know you hate that. Countries that pay for health care, child care, and baby uses and care. It's been there, boy, they want you to believe. Only could because I made you. Boy, you didn't make me do shit. And see, there's a flip side to being in those countries. Yes, there is a flip side. That can. I know we control over here, but that's a little too much. This chef said, "MJ, go boil some water. This is grown folks talking. Right? Go boil you some noodles. Boil some water." This chef, he ain't gonna never have to worry about that. If we live together, baby, he will be fed for sure. You know them 35 pounds that he claimed he lost, he'll be gaining that plus more. How do you think Trump he owed 700 to the IRS? Sure, some shit in the game with Trump. I'm hungry as fuck. When I met talk, I was one. I know, man. Why did you saying that? I ain't even read that yet, and I just spoke on that. I stress him out. I can't feed you if you're not here, sweetie. They just don't give out the information for you. Know how to find loopholes. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they don't give out the information, but it's still kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I just think it's crazy. Like be middle class, you just middle class is the struggle. Struggle. It's the struggle. Whether you making good money and you doing good and you living good and not, it's still the struggle. They're not winning. Middle class is not winning. I wonder, being that Trump is gonna do the whole Section 8 thing, only 2 years. I do wonder how that's gonna affect a lot of people. Now, I don't agree with the 2 years. Now, I do agree with people. I do agree with people shouldn't take advantage of the program. I do agree with that because there are people that are in need and who actually need to be in that program to better themselves at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But there's some people that get on the program and stay on it for years. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Some people even get on it and move out and let their people move in. I know somebody told me a long time ago it's something called what they said SWAT housing or something. It's something I don't know what the it's called. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I just no offense to anybody that currently gets that assistance, but I always said the reason I said that because I guess my mindset is different. Like, people struggle, but it's kind of like one of those things. Like, if you become a parent, of course, it doesn't come with a book. It doesn't come with a manual. Of course, you can read up on stuff. People can tell you, but guess what? That's something you have to figure out yourself. Just like with life, if you know you don't want to live a certain type of way, you know that better it. Find the resource, move out, move around, get the experience, get the knowledge, do this, do that to get to where you can be comfortable or feel like, um, they need to drug test and have, let me see if I read, you don't have to continue to pay. Like she said, Miss C said, if you want to know how to get more for your money, you can get it. You don't have to continue to pay more than you need to. No, I don't pay more than I make sure I break even a little bit. Sometimes I might go over. That's why I got some back this year. But I try to, as long as I break even out here, I ain't gonna let them drain it though. This dragonfly trying to talk to me. Anyway, ooh, it says they need to do a drug test and have mandatory job searches disabled and elderly. Exactly, exactly. And I feel like they need to go in them houses and do a. They said they do inspections though. I think I read that they said they do inspections. They do inspections. And I'm not saying, I mean, sometimes, like I said, y'all, some people do need that type of help, but it should just be temporary. It should be temporary. It should. You shouldn't do that to people with kids. That is sad. It's I mean, yeah. See, like I said, if it was a situation where if you know the mother's like actually, got a good job trying to make ends meet, you know what I'm saying? I think it's situational, but I do still say like it shouldn't be a long term thing. Like some people just been on it for just way too long. And you gotta understand, like, what about those new mothers or new families that's coming in and they actually need it at the moment and they can't get it because it's a wait list because it's people that's been on there for decades and 8 plus years. In fact, like they have to open that up for other people too. Like you got your time to sit in it, better yourself, and the new, you know what I'm saying, trying to find ways to make it, you know what I'm saying, and they're not. So then it's hindering those who actually need it. and trying to better themselves and trying to do this and go to work every day and taking care of their kids and doing everything they supposed to do. They just need a little push right now, a little stepping stone to get here, a little stepping stone to be able to save money, build their credit, and buy a house. Some people stay in it and don't even want to do that. They're not trying to do better. They're not trying to, build their credit, save money, buy a house. Buying a house is cheaper than renting. Why would you want to do that? Do you have your own space? You do whatever you want to do. You gotta call somebody to come fix this, fix that. It's your shit. You can decorate as you want to. You can knock the fucking wall down if you want. It's certain HOA things that you can't do though. I will say that. But I feel like some people take advantage of it. And if you are the person that takes advantage of it, you gotta come off of it. I just gotta be honest. I've always said that before he even put that out there. Some people take advantage of it, and there's some people out there that's struggling. It's the mindset that they want to do better and they want to save, and they just need a push or a stepping stone so they can get there, and they can't because it's people that's in it that's taking advantage of it and don't want to do better. Don't want to go out there and get a job. They depend on that shit. They wake up, walk to school with their burners, and then all they take their kids to school, come home, chill on the fucking couch all day, eat all day, smoke all day. You need to get the fuck up off of it. And if you got up every day and you was on there and you went took your kids to school and you got dressed and you went to school and you went back home and worked and all that and you had a job and you was consistent and you was on, I don't have to say. But for those motherfuckers that's not doing nothing, I don't feel bad about it. Be honest. Oh, don't. Because there's somebody out there that's trying to better themselves and they just need that push for the moment. There's motherfuckers out there that don't try to do shit and want to take advantage of the shit forever. It don't make sense to me. I was about to tell MJ on Utah. I was gonna say, who is Dragon? You is crazy. He said, I was about to tell MJ on you. I was gonna say, who is Dragon? Trust me. He ain't got the word this motherfucking dragon. I'm scared of dragonflies. But it's like one to be I always like it just be out here. He's talking about dragonfly from Martin. He said, I'm gonna say, who is Dragonfly? That was funny as hell. And she said the corruption is higher in the government, food stamps, low rent, etc., are low on the totem pole. Trump avoiding going after the programs that affect the upclass rich. Yeah, thank you. Thank we did have a good show last night. Shout out to Miss Renee, Patina, and everybody that joined the panel. Britannia, Monkey Man, Bearded, Mike G, MJ. If I'm missing you, I ain't dissing you. I'm sorry. When are you cranking up your table? The men's table. That was on like 3 years when my daughter was little. I told them I would. Nothing's wrong with that, sugar. If you needed it at the moment, you needed it at the moment. Nothing is wrong with that. But look what you did. You took that chance. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all an example, and I promise y'all, I did not know this my whole entire life until I became an adult. I never knew we was on Section 8. Never knew it. Never knew it. Mama ain't never said it, none of that. But I watched my mama go through school raising 3 kids by herself. My mama went to college. My mama graduated ropes cum laude, I'm sorry, magna cum laude, some cum laude, all that stuff. She graduated with all that, straight A's in college. Mama smart as hell. Can't take it away from the woman. Went through college, got her bachelor's, went straight back to college, got her master's. Got it, but she used that time to elevate herself. I'm telling you, never knew it. Never knew it. She took that time, elevated herself, graduated, got her master's, went to school. Guess what? Came out. I mean, I went to school, got her job, bought a house. I'm on her second house that she done bought. Own her cars, all that 6-figure woman, worked for the federal. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. It was temporary though. That's good if that's your plan and that's your goal. That's good. But it's nothing to stay in. I wouldn't want to stay in it. I would want to do better in life. I would, me personally. That's how I feel. I did. It said generational welfare stat didn't want to do us to do better. They didn't want us to do better. Now all of a sudden it's time to get out. We give women schooling, so I was gonna call you and say we finna whoop dragon feet. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Golly. Shut He's I'm about to call him just say we finna whoop dragon feet. Hell nah, you are funny. You ain't got shit to worry about. I'm just gonna try to be a little bit more. I'm gonna stop being so serious all the time, you guys. I can't help it though. Y'all gotta understand. I grew up around older people, like mature people. Y'all gotta understand. I used to be with my granddaddies. When my mom went to the army, I stayed with my aunt, and then I went with my great grandmother, which is my granddaddy's mom. I used to be around a whole lot of older people. It's like, I mean, I joke. I'm funny. It's funny, I think, but some things I just it's gonna be funny to me. I just be serious. I don't know. I need to work on it. I understand. I do. But sometimes and then sometimes, yeah, just depends on how I talk. I'm not always mad. Just like that. Talk like that. Let's talk like that. But I hate when you know how somebody keep telling you like forcing you that you mad. Now that's gonna make me mad. Like stop telling me I'm not mad. But anyhow, anyway, don't whoop dragon feet, please. Sugar said that just means these companies gonna have to pay more. Yeah, sugar, everybody needs help at some point in life. The problem is when folks make that help permanent, right? It's people that work from home. Yeah, I work from home. Well, you have a great day as well. I work with a department that's corrupt and it needs to be audited. No wasteful spending and start there. Yep. And Miss T, that's what I do. I audit. I do that's what I do for a living, but not that. My mom gonna be like, boy, get the fuck up. My mom said she's trying to retire early. My mom trying to retire right now. I be trying to tell her, she's like, I'm trying to retire like now. I'm like, you gonna be bored. You gonna be bored. She's ready to retire. I'm like, you gonna be bored. What are you gonna do all day? And it's crazy, yeah, cause it's funny because my granny finna be 76 this year, y'all. My granny's been retired forever. Like my granny worked in corporate banking. It was like First American before it came South, and then now it's Regions. My granny worked in corporate with First American, right? That's what then she worked at another major. I forgot what the other one's called. Wild corporate, something like it in corporate. So my granny has always been like, you know, good financially. Good credit audit. Like my granny is good. My granny has like the best credit ever, like 800, like because she pays my granny done bought a house on retirement. She pays all her cars off. That woman is great in life. She don't need nothing. She don't. But she retired and she was like, I'm not gonna sit in the house all day. She got a little part-time job. She work and she like it. She don't like it for the money. She just like it to get out the house. She work at the Dollar Tree. They're not really making paying her nothing, but she just do it because she don't want to sit in the house and wither away. Is what she say. She said, I don't want to sit in the house and just wither away and not do nothing. So I'm going to go to work out. She love her little job. Yeah, it's so funny. But it's crazy because she always have stories, but the little people that be coming in there actually like her. She's like the sweetest lady ever. But I'm just saying it to say, like, if you retire, some people don't want to retire and sit at home, and I feel like that'll be me. Like, she was just like, "I'm give me a job." She been at the Dollar Tree. They want to make her management. She like, no. She's like, I don't want to do that. I'm just here, just to not sit in the house. But she go to her job all the time. She just, it's cute. She don't have to work. She just do it. She don't have to, but it's crazy. And I just see like I just see it's good to like I said, it's good to have role models. It's such like my granny, my mama, like these are women that I've seen like um raise kids by themselves, and they both had 3 kids. Same situation. My granny worked in corporate, you know what I'm saying? She got to retire early. She still make great money, bought a house on her retirement. She saved so much good credit, everything. My granny can do a lot. My granny paid she bought my little sister 3 cars. She paid them cars off in 3 months. But she kept buying her cars because she wrecked 2 of them. Like she's real good. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you have that type of motivation and encouragement, and you see women in your life doing these type of things, I want to be the same way. And my mama's in positions now. She buy my granny cars. My granny don't get small gifts for Christmas. She get a fucking uh big ass stainless steel refrigerator. She get a washer and dryer set. She get a brand new car. She gets stuff like that. That's how it should be set up though. And that's why I'm like, I do tell my mom like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Back in the day, you would think your mama was just like, oh, she get on my nerves. She always got something to say. But I tell her all the time, I'm glad she was hard on me. I'm glad she said, no, I'm not watching your child while you go here. No, you need to do this. You need to. I'm glad she pushed me because if she didn't push me, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today. Because y'all gotta understand, my mama had us early. She had my brother at 17. She had me at 18. She had my brother at 21. My youngest brother, 21. So she had to raise all of us up until this. I watched my mama go through. She graduated honestly when we were in high school. She did. We got to see her graduate, all of that good stuff. We got to see it. And it's good to see that. And it's kind of like watching your mom do all that and never did you know or feel anything about it. No, we was on no Section 8. Never knew it. Never knew it. Never knew that. Never knew it, y'all. But like I said, my mama had my granny who also supported, my mama went to the army. That's another reason why my mama started off, she went to the army like straight out of how old was I? I don't even know if I was sure. She went to the army though. So then my mama had went to the army. You know, when you go to the army, you really can't take your kid. I think she took my youngest brother, but me and my oldest brother got split up. So when she was in the army, she did her thing for years and all that. Then she came back. And then that's when we all kind of like came back together. My youngest, well, we went to North Carolina. I stayed in North Carolina for a couple years. We stayed in Fort Bragg, well, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fort Bragg. So we had to go up there after she had to stay in the army for like however long. And then she came and got us. So then we went up there for a couple years and then she had to do a medical leave because my mama had migraines all the time. So she had to do like a whatever they do. If K Reeves was in here, they'll tell you. If anybody was in the army, they'll tell you. But she had to do like a medical leave. So yeah, she's a veteran. Shout out to her. Like y'all gotta understand, like some people just have inspiration. You know what I'm saying, and that's just my motivation. I'm glad she pushed me that way. So that's why it is, and that's why I try to push my kids to like do better. Like I know how my kids are. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I tell them like I'll be telling my son all the time like if you go to college, I'm trying to push him to go the engineer route. He's focused on going to the NFL and all that stuff. And I get that, but I'm like, school wise, go the engineer route, make some money, make something like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do this. Like my daughter, she wants to do like real estate, but she wants to do like the architecture part of it, like that part. I get that. Y'all gotta have something to fall back on because I know my kids. They like, especially my daughter. She like designer. I ain't never seen no kid who designer everything. What? But it's because she gets her money and she saves it. She get money for Christmas. Like last year for Christmas, she got like she made up to like 1,800, just like getting from people and stuff like that. Yeah, like I had to get her. Well, I ain't gonna tell you how much I gave her, but I had to get her my piece because she wanted. Then I gave her like a special gifts, like because I can't wake up on Christmas and not give my child nothing, even though she just want money. No, I got to do something because I'm a giver. But for her to be, I try to instill it in them and let them know like the routes they should take because I know how you want to live. And if you want to live like that, you can't live like that working here or there. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the steps to want to live comfortably and be able to buy these things for you if that's what you want to do. But I will say, with my daughter, she's very good at saving money. Yeah, she's stingy. She spends mine. I think it's crazy, real fucking crazy. But she spends mine, you know. But it is one thing I make her do now because she drives my rogue to school. So I tell her like she talks about gas. That's something you got to pay for that gas. I don't make you pay for nothing else. Pay for the gas. It's do an oil change right now. I'm not gonna make her do it. I do that, but you got to pay for the gas. Like you want to take it back and forth to school. You might want to go to the games at the school, so you're gonna pay for the gas to do so. That's the only thing. Let me read y'all comment. I'm just over here ranting like a motherfucker this morning. All those who was in her speed government. Exactly. That's what you supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. You gotta start somewhere. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all a little history about me. I've always worked. Always. I always had the mindset to work. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I got my first job when I was 15 or 16. The junior was 16. First job. I was working in Steak and Shake. I didn't care. That was the first people to tell me, yes, girl. Give a damn. I'm in high school. What I'm gonna do? I was making tips, getting my little. I was making. I was able to buy what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Mama didn't ask me for nothing. None of that. I love my job. You know what I'm saying? Got my job. Okay. After that, the next summer, my senior year, I worked in a salon. I worked as a receptionist in a salon. I loved it. I enjoyed it. That's why I have the mentality. Like I tell, like I like to get up and do something every do. I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't know what to do if I was just every day doing shit. I would go fucking crazy. Can't do that. Some people can do it. That's just not my mind. I can't do it. I've been working. So when I came straight out of high school, I was like, I'm gonna take a break, which I wish I would have never done. I was like, I'm gonna take a break. I came out of high school 2005. Came out of high school. I went straight into CNA classes. Got my certification, sat for the board, got my license, audit, went straight into healthcare. I was like, okay, because they had a program, NAC, if anybody aware of that, they had a program where they do all that, and they'll put you in nursing school, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, this is the route I want to go. I want to be a nurse. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got through doing the CNA stuff, this time the following year, 2006, went to college, healthcare administration. I'm doing all that. So I'm sitting here like, okay, wanna be a nurse, all this stuff. Yeah, by the time I got up and then I was like, fuck this. Nurses, I salute y'all, but I can't I can't be available 7 days a week. So when I start opening my mind up like that, I'm like, okay, I know I want to be off on weekends. Moving along. Still did all that. What did I do after that? After that, this is my party era. I started working. Now, remind you, I got my first apartment when I was 19. 19, y'all. First apartment. First apartment. Now, this is when I was like, all my money came to me. This is like one of my most highest moments in life. I'm sorry, I'm not reading y'all comments. I'm on the go. This is one of my most positive times in life. Yeah, when I turned 19, got my first apartment. You couldn't tell me nothing. Do you know how it is to be 19, work at T-Mobile, the call center? Do y'all not know how big T-Mobile was? If you worked at T-Mobile back in the day, at my age, you know how much money I was making? I worked at T-Mobile. I was like a top performer. I didn't have no kids at the time. I was able, let me tell you, I drove a truck. I always drove a truck. Except for I had a couple cars, but I always had a truck. I had a truck that was sitting on like 22s. I was the only girl that had a truck. I had a dog. People used to call me the Black Paris Hilton. All this, like I was living life. I would travel. I wake up my homegirl, be like, "Shit, you want to go to Atlanta right now? Shit, hell yeah, we gone." That was like my time. That's when I was like, you had no kids, 5 figures, and I was good. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this. Didn't have no kids. It was my party era. I would go out from Thursday to Sunday. If something happened on Tuesday, I'd be there. I was having fun. living life. But then my life had to change when I got pregnant and had to have a child. That's when I said, okay, bitch, you gotta buckle down and figure it out. And I did. Luckily, I did have, my mom was supportive. Everybody's supportive when I had, because I'm the only girl. So, when I had my baby shower and all that good stuff, you know how you do the registry and all that. So, if everything wasn't taken off the registry, my mama went on that registry and bought everything. Anything that was left on there, she bought everything. Don't care. She didn't care. That was her first grandchild. My nephew, who I call my son too, my oldest brother, his child, because I used to have him a lot because I was an auntie. I was one of them aunties like bring my nephew. So he called me mama sometimes too. But yeah, I used to when I she bought everything, y'all. But then I had to be like, okay, I was still, but y'all remember during this time I was a baby in the midst of me partying. Then I had a baby. So I'm still in that mindset, like I still want to go out. So I was like, can you babysit? Can you do this? Can you do that? Everybody was like, my mom was like, nope, nope. Sometimes my daddy would be like, I watch it. My daddy was like the one that came through. Then it started getting like, nope. Then I had to just finally sit down and be like, look, Peach, you can't do this no more. You gotta get it to get like that shit over with. It's over with. Like let's move. So that's when it dawned on me and clicked, and I was like, you know what? I have to push that to the side. Yeah, since it's been a go. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I appreciate. Like that's why I said this was one of the best accomplishments ever in my life was becoming a mother. That's why I said it's not hard. You just got to figure it out. You do. You got to understand. You got to put yourself on hold for a minute. Focus on your kids. That's all it is. I enjoy being a sports mom. I ain't gonna lie. When we ain't doing sports and stuff, I be sitting in the house like it's boring as hell. It's boring. It's boring. But when we out like doing sports and stuff, I enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie, it keeps me busy. It keeps me from spending money. It keeps me from doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I go out sometimes, that's just like it's a birthday. If I feel like if I initiate going out, everybody like, ah, that's crazy because they know me. And then when I go out, it's like I'm in the house about 10:30. Oh, I did all of that before I had kids. Like I partied hard before I had kids. Now when I go out, it's like I'm like old, like like older. Like I wanna have a drink, listen to some music, do a little hookah, eat. I'm good. That's all I need to do. But yeah, like I said, y'all, at some point in your life, when you have kids, they grow you up. They grow you up. And my kids grew me up. And I always said back when I was in high school, I was the one like, I'm not having kids. They have kids. Didn't. And I said, if I do have a child, it'll only be one. Then I had my daughter. But then I was like, okay, daughter. Daughter is this my medicine. It's my medicine. My kids is like night and day. My son, oh baby, listen, everything. I got a text yesterday, y'all, from the school, and it said, "What the damn?" Can y'all hear me? Basically, the text was from the teacher, his teacher, and it says, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that your son exceeded the target for his history exam or whatever on his first history exam for the year." And I'm excited because and my son got in the car yesterday, and I said, "I was like, I'm so proud of you." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I only missed one." Like, now remind you, my son just entered the 6th grade. He goes to a collegiate school. So y'all gotta understand in a collegiate school, even though he's in 6th grade, he's learning on the 8th grade level, preparing them for college. So yeah, I just y'all gotta understand, like I have practice because it could be situations like I have situations around me where I just don't respect some people when it comes to these parents and shit. Cause I'm like, how? They your kids. How? It's not hard. You get the rhythm of things, and you get the understanding it ain't about you no more, and it's about your kids, and you got to work around your kids. You can let me tell you, when they get a certain age, let's say good morning. When they get a certain age, it becomes easier. Like, my kids are 5 years apart. Daughter will be 17 this year. My son will be 12 this year. When they turn, I'm gonna say like 13, because I didn't trust like leaving my kids at home until I got like till they got like a certain. When my daughter turned 30, I would go to the store back. It wasn't no thing like I'm gonna go out and then y'all stay here. I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there. She became 15. It's like, okay, I can go out, to the little bar, have a drink. They can stay home. But she became, I had to get comfortable with that. I had to trust my kids to be able to stay home by themselves. I had to do a lot, but I won't be out for like hours and all that. Like, I just couldn't. Like, it take time to build up because you just gotta understand. You gotta be safety of your kids, understand what they're gonna do, all that. Like, I tell my daughter to this day, like she has a friend that comes over. Like I feel like that's my daughter too. And I say she can always come over. She the only person that can come over like that. You know what I'm saying? She still asks. She'll be like, can she come over? Can she come over? She still asks. But like I said, y'all, it's just one of those things like you have kids, you just gotta kinda put your life on hold and adjust. I'm just getting to the point like opening up and being able to like do extra things. Not saying I couldn't back then because I don't have issues. Like I'm the type I don't have issues getting somebody to watch my kids. They with their age. Like my mom will be like, yeah, because my kids do everything by themselves. She don't have to say this and that. And my kids are not they do their own thing. They're not gonna be over here asking for this, asking like they different. A lot of people say your kids are well mannered. They wouldn't even think it like because y'all gotta understand I grew up in a different situation than my kids. I grew up in the hood around people and all this. I seen different things, but I made sure they don't see none of. Of course, they go to schools where they see certain stuff, but I'm not putting my kids in those environments. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny. My brother auntie was like, "Your kids so proper and all that." And I was like, "You funny." She was like, "Where they get that from?" I'm just like, "You don't raise your kids the way you were raised." What? And I wasn't raised bad, but I was just raised around like the my neighborhood and stuff like that. Like it was just my stomping grounds. But I mean, that's just a part of it. Like my kids do things that I didn't do as a kid, but not because I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't because my mom was working on herself and getting her life together, and I'm not mad at her about it. Now she get to sit comfortably in life. My mom living in a big ass house by herself and her fucking cat, which is my brother. Don't talk about him. Yeah, and that motherfucker is up there, hammed up like Fort Knox up there, but you come up the driveway, she hear it. You come army shit. The kid changed my whole mindset. I was stupid and childish, careless. Let me read y'all. I'm just over here just ranting like a mother. I hope I ain't bothering y'all. I hope y'all listening. Uh, I'm saying is if you're in a position like want nothing more, oh well, but at least push your kids to want more. If not, they're gonna repeat. Exactly. I'm pushing my kids. I don't give a damn. Let me tell you, I don't give a damn. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I first took my child out of public school, because I did it because of basketball. Basketball. I took my kid out of that public school and put her up in private school. I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad the first day. It's your kid. You feel bad. You like, damn. I wonder how they gonna do. How they mindset. I'm that type of parent. Like I worry about my kid, like what they thinking, like if they comfortable in their setting, all that. Like I'm that. That's why I say get involved in your kid's fucking life. You should know. If I look at my kid, she look down or he look down, and I can feel their energy and their face look a certain way, I should know automatically something wrong. What's wrong with you? They're gonna be like nothing. No, what's wrong with you? It's okay. What's the problem? Don't ever make your kids feel like they can't come to you about shit because I'm telling you, they never gonna do it. And I don't never want my kids to be like it. Come to me. I don't care. I ask my kids all the time. I be saying, would you want another month? They'd be like, no, no. I'd be like, okay, as long as I know that. As long as my kids tell me I'm a great ass mom, I don't care what nobody say. Biggest thing, but nobody can take that air. That's one thing can't nobody take away from me. You can take a whole lot of shit, but that right there, nah, nah, mm-mm, not at all. Well, who live, y'all? I feel like I've been talking too much, and I got a meeting at 10 o'clock. It's 9:40. So, sorry that I've been ranting with y'all all morning. I just got into the little vibe, you know what I'm saying? The women's roundtable kind of motivated me to talk about some shit today, some real life shit. But it is, it is what it is. But I see y'all. I'll be in the chats. I'll be on somebody panel today. But I have a meeting at 10 in 20 minutes. I'm getting my life together. And yeah. Whoever going live, let me know. But y'all have a good Thursday. Thank y'all for pulling.